Welcome back to online English class. This is level 2, lesson 17, which starts on it starts on June actually. Starts on June 1st. This is part 2. In this video, we're going to work on Unit 10, Lesson A, and Unit 10, Lesson B. You are probably watching this video between June 1st and June 14th. This video was filmed on May 29th, 2020. Okay, so now we start on Lesson 10, Unit 10. In Unit 10, we're talking about free time. And your free time is when you don't have to work, you don't have to clean, you can do what you want. It's time to relax. So, I am on page 120, page 122, page 122. So, let's look at the unit goals. In Unit 10, we want to discuss celebrations such as graduation. Okay? So, discuss means to talk about. Let me get some new paper. Discuss. 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 What does it mean? Well, it's a verb, so it's an action. It means talk about. Discuss means to talk about. Such as means like, or for example. We use such as when we want to give examples, or we use the word like. So the goal for this unit is to discuss celebrations like graduation, write a thank you note, interpret information on a party invitation. Okay, so there's a lot of parties in this episode, but we cannot have a party. I'm sorry. Okay, so let's see. Let's look at some vocabulary words. We have a graduation cake, flowers, a guest, perfume, a piece of cake, balloons, and a present. So let's look for a graduation cake. We're looking for a cake in this picture. Oh, here's the cake. It says, congratulations. So this is probably for a graduation. 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 Grad. Ju. A. Shun. Graduation. Graduation. It is an event, so it's a noun. It is the event to celebrate when you finish school. So a graduation is the event to celebrate when you finish school. Now the word graduate. So graduation is a noun. It's the event, the party. The word graduate, and then the number 8, graduate, is a verb. It's an action. It means to finish school. So graduate is a verb. It means to finish school. Graduation graduation is the event to celebrate when you finish school. So this is a graduation party. It's a party for when you finish school. It says happy graduation, congratulations, congratulations. Okay, flowers. Let's look for flowers. Flowers here. Anna is giving Celia flowers. A guest. A guest is a person at the party. So all of these people are guests at the party. Perfume. Where do you find perfume at a graduation party? Perfume. Oh, perfume, here. So it's a gift, actually, a present. A present is a gift. It's something you give someone. So one of the presents is a bottle of perfume. Piece of cake, balloons, and a present. Okay, what else is in this picture? Okay, we've got tables, we have food. Let's talk about the word silverware. Silverware, a noun. Silverware. Silverware. Silverware is tools to eat. So we have forks, spoons, knives. All of these are silverware. So let's find the silverware in this picture. We have a fork and a knife here, a big knife here for cutting cake, a knife and a fork. These are all silverware. Let's see, this is a present. Let's look at this. It says to Celia, and we know this is Celia here. So this is a present to Celia, but what is it? It's a card. This is a card. It probably says congratulations. It's for Celia. Okay, so I want you to listen to the story and answer the questions. I am going to keep going. I'm going to go to to lesson B, the next page. Here we're learning how to use the word would. Okay, so in Unit 9, we know that the word would, we can use the word would to ask someone to do something. So we can say, would you fix the car for me? Or would you open the door for me? It's another way to say, can you fix the car? Can you open the door for me? We can say would. Would you open the door for me? Now we're asking, would you like some cake? Would you like some cake? So what does that mean? Would you like some cake? Would you like some cake? We're going to focus on would you like. Would you like some cake? But would you like? What does this mean? It's another way of saying do you want. Would you like? Do you want? Same thing. Do you want some cake? Would you like some cake? It's the same. But this is the nice way, the formal way of saying, do you want? This is the more informal way. It's the normal way of saying it. So, would you like is more formal. And do you want is just regular. So if you're talking to somebody you don't know, or maybe your boss, you can say, would you like? If you're talking to your friends or maybe children, you can say, do you want? Do you want some cake? Would you like some cake? It's the same. So let's practice asking questions. Would you like some cake? You say, yes, I would. Or yes, he would. Yes, they would. Or we can say, no thanks. But maybe we don't know what they want. So we don't say cake, we can say, what? What would you like? What would you like? What would you like? You can say, I would like some cake. Or we can say, I would like some pizza. Or I would like a salad, a cup of soda. I would like. Okay, so there's also a short way of saying I would. Can you see that? Okay. So what we do is we take I would and then we just write I'd. I apostrophe D. That's the short way of saying I would. I'd, he'd, she'd, they'd. So we can say what? We can say, what would she like? She'd like some cake. She would like some cake. She'd like some cake. What would they like? They'd like some cake. So, now we know that the word would and then like just means want. So what would you like? What do you want? Same thing. Now let's practice. Number 1, we have you here. And then we have a cup of coffee. So we know what we have. So what are we offering? So when we say, would you like some coffee? You offer coffee. You offer coffee to this person. What does offer mean? Offer is a verb. It means ask if someone wants the thing. So when you offer something, you ask if someone wants the thing. So I can offer you a drink. I can offer you a drink. I can say, do you want a drink? What can I get you to drink? What would you like to drink? Or I offer you $2,000 for your old car. I offer you $2,000 for your old car. I'm asking if you want to sell your car for $2,000. I offer you. So, would you like $2,000 for your old car? You can say yes or no. So, when we know what we want to offer, what we want to give, we say, would you like some cake? But if we don't know what we will have to offer, we say, what? What would you like? So number 1, we have a cup of coffee. So this is the offer. The offer is a cup of coffee. So we say, would you like a cup of coffee? The answer, yes, I would. Number 2, she, some ice cream. So we know that we are offering ice cream. We want to give ice cream. So we say, would she like? Would she like some ice cream? Would she like some ice cream? Yes, she would. Okay, so let's do number 7. Number 7. The question, we don't know what we have to offer. So we don't know what we want to give. So we use the bottom question here with the word what. What would she like? But here, we're talking to you. So we say, what would you like? What would you like? And then the answer, a sandwich. So we say, I'd. Remember, I'd is the short way of saying I would. Same thing. So I would like a sandwich. I'd like a sandwich. So now you can finish this page. But I want to tell you something about pronunciation. So, when we say what would you, or would you, so we can pronounce this as what would you, or would you, but in English, we like to say this really fast. So, would you, when we say this really fast, we say, would you. We can say, would you, or we can say, would you. So, what would you like? What would you like? What would you like? Now, we don't write this word. We write it like, would you. But I am writing it like this so you know how to pronounce it. So in English, if we talk really fast, we say, what would you like? What would you like? But if we say it slow, we say, what would you? This is only when we have the words would you together. We don't say would. If we say it fast, we say, would you? What would you like? If we say it slow, we say, what would you like? If we say it fast, what would you like? Would you? What would you? So that's only for when we talk about would you. Would you like some cake? What would you like? With he, she, they, I, it's normal. We only say this with the word would and you. Would you like some cake? What would you like? So, on the next page, we're going to practice speaking. We have an example here. We have number 1 as an example. So it says, what would you like? The answer is, I'd like some cake, please. I'd, remember, I'd is the short way of saying I would. So I would like some cake, please. So we can say, what would you like? Or we can say it fast, and we can say, what would you like? What would you like? What would you like? I'd like some cake, please. Number 2, they. So let's change this sentence to they. What would they like? What would they like? They'd is short for they would. So we say, they'd like some fruit, please. Number 3, what would she like? She'd like a piece of pie. She would like a piece of pie. Number 4, what would they like? They'd like some cheese. They'd like some cheese. Number 6, what would he like? He'd like a bottle of water. He'd like a bottle of water. Okay, so now, because we're practicing pronunciation, let's keep going. We have the word bottle. This is a bottle of water. A bottle of water. Okay, so the word bottle has two T's. So you think we would say bottle, a bottle. But in American English, we say bottle. It sounds like bottle with a D, bottle. Why? I don't know, but it's bottle. It's like the word little. It looks like we would say it little, but it's little. So, any word that has T, T, and L, we actually pronounce it like DL, dull. TTL, we think it's till, right? But it's actually dull. Dull. So, bottle, little, battle. What else is there? We also have kettle. Kettle is the pot you use to boil water. It's called a kettle. Cattle. Cattle is cows. Another word for cows, cattle. So, if you see a word with T, T, and L, probably with an E at the end too, T, T, L, E at the end, it's not till, it's dull. So, bottle, little, battle, kettle, cattle. All of these words, there's a lot of T's, we pronounce them with a D. Battle, kettle, cattle. And the other pronunciation lesson for today is the way Americans say, what would you? Would you, if we say it fast, it turns into would you. What would you like? Would you like some coffee? So it's would you. So, number 5, one more time. What would he like? He'd like a bottle of water. 6, what would you like? I'd like some cookies. 7, what would he like? He'd like some soda. What would she like? She'd like some dessert. Number 9, what would you like? What would you like? I'd like a cup of tea.